Welcome back from the break, Rams. I'm Brandon Cruz, and we're back with the third installment of Pick'em. Guys, we got 5 games on tap, 4 college football games, and 1 NHL game. First, we go to CSU, Utah State. We have about 4 minutes left, so let's do some rapid fire. Ella, who wins?
You guys are going to call me a CSU hater. I get this every week, but Utah State's going to take this game. They beat Air Force, and I know for a fact CSU could not beat Air Force. I don't care what you have to say about it, Mike. That just wouldn't happen at home regardless. Homecoming weekend does not matter. Utah State's going to beat us. That's just how it's going to be.
I think it's a mental thing. It's an energy thing. I think you got homecoming this weekend. You're coming off a big win. I think CSU takes it.
Okay, so we're split here. Madeline, Utah State or CSU?
So I do like the momentum that CSU has. I think that they're coming off a really big win, which is important for the program. But, Utah State, they're also coming off momentum. They just beat Air Force, and Air Force is one of the best teams in the Mountain West. I mean, we're like a middle school team compared to Air Force. So I do think that Utah State is going to take it.
And I'm going to go with Mike on this one and pick Colorado State to win it. They're going to have defense of touchdowns, and maybe the defense can get the offense to play well, too.
Wow, so split across the board. Ruby and Leah aren't with us tonight. Greg's actually our guest picker. But Ruby chose CSU and Leah Utah State, so split there as well.
I mean, let me just say, me and Madeline hardly agree on these pick'ems, and if we're agreeing tonight, I feel like that has to mean something.
Yeah. Now, I know this next one you're forcibly not agreeing with. Avalanche Blackhawks opening night in the NHL. Banner ceremony for the Avs in their Stanley Cup. Ella, Blackhawks or Avs?
Hey, being from Chicago, I am kind of comfortable picking the Blackhawks. I know they can win it even when they're not supposed to, so maybe they'll come away with this one, even though the Avs are coming off of a Stanley Cup. But Blackhawks it is, I guess.
Mike?
I know I'm also from Chicago, but I got some sense here. I'm going to choose the Avalanche. I mean, they're coming off a Stanley Cup win, and I think they're going to be good for the next few years, so I think it's the Avalanche.
Madeline?
Yeah. The Avalanche being good for the next few years is an understatement. They've got it locked down. Avalanche all the way. If you're going to go against Stanley Cup winners or a team with an offensive name, go with the Stanley Cup winners all the way.
And I'm going to go Avalanche as well. You just can't beat the roster they have, and they're at home. So Avalanche all the way.
Ella, I have to say, go Hawks.
Right,
go
thank
Hawks.
you, Brandon.
Let's
to be
go.
fair, the Avs do know how to choke every once in a while. I will say that. They do lose to some teams they should beat. I'm just putting that out there.
True.
And hockey's not like football where in basketball or football when like the obvious team wins.
Hey, we're just picking a one game.
Yeah.
One game, not a series.
Now, we weren't able to get to Tennessee last week for Pretender or Contender, but we have them this week against number 3, the Crimson Tide. Ella, who do you like?
Now, I don't think Tennessee is a bad team in any way, and I actually think they're really, really competitive this year. But Alabama is just not a team I'm comfortable betting against. I know Trae Young is kind of iffy. Bryce Young. Trae Young is not in college football. I know Bryce Young is kind of iffy, but I think he's going to start. And regardless, I think Alabama's going to take it.
My quick one.
I'm going Tennessee here. I don't think Alabama's quarterback is good enough.
Madeline?
Bama. You're just like Ella said, you can't bet against them.
Greg?
I'm going Tennessee. They got the home and field advantage.
Okay.
True.
Now, I forgot to mention, Ruby and Leah both picked the Avs, and Ruby has Tennessee, Leah has Bama. Michigan, Penn State.
Michigan. I have faith in Michigan as a team. Penn State is not looking too hot this year. I just don't think it'll happen.
Michigan's got the second best running back in the country. He's got 11 touchdowns. I think they take this easily.
Yep.
Madeline?
My friend McKenna goes to Penn State, and she hates Michigan. So
Shout out
McKenna,
McKenna.
this one's for you, Penn State.
Michigan, the big house, enough said.
Yeah, I feel like if Penn State was at home, you could pick them.
I don't even know.
I still Penn State's a pretty good team, though. Ruby and Leah both picked Michigan.
Yeah.
All right, on to our last one in the Big 12, Oklahoma State, TCU. We do have to end the show right there, though,
okay.
Unfortunately. That's all the time we have, Rams. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for another edition of CTV Cooks. Have a great weekend, especially for homecoming. We'll see you then.